And hostfully, creating a job is like creating an appointment on your calendar for your service provider. Your service provider would be somebody like a greeter or a person that comes in to clean, change bedding, etc. So there are a few ways in which you can set up your templates, your triggers, so that those jobs are created and so that your service provider is notified. So I'm going to give you some examples on how you can set that up. The place where I would start is probably going to templates and triggers and setting up a trigger so that a job is created. And again, a job is an appointment in your calendar for that day to be scheduled for a cleaning. So, for example, you want to create a trigger and you want the cleaning to be scheduled on days when your booking has been confirmed, and you want that job to happen when on the day when your guest checks in. So let's do it this way. So our trigger would be taking place when the booking is confirmed. You'll want it to happen on all of your channels. And the action that you want triggered is you want a job creation on your calendar. Let's say that you want this trigger to work for all of your properties. And at this point, your service provider will have several services assigned to him or her. So let's say we want to schedule a cleaning for the day when the guest is checking in. So this trigger would be set to create that job on the calendar. So let's look at our calendar now. And it looks like currently we don't have any jobs scheduled here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a booking in my calendar, and we'll see if that job is created. So I'm going to add a lead. We want this to be a booked client. The client can be me, and my last name is Test in this case. Email is just a test email. Let's say that my booking starts in a couple of days, and it's until Friday. We don't need to charge me anything because I'm not really staying, but it's just an example. So I'm going to create this booking. I'm going to refresh my screen. I'm going to go to my dashboard. So my booking starts from December 9th to the 11th. It's been assigned to me now. Now I'm going to look at my pipeline. Okay, I arrive in one day. So let's look at the calendar. And you see the booking is right here. And you see here the job was created. So the job was scheduled in my calendar now. But I still don't have a way to notify my service provider that this job was created. So in this case, we want to create a template and trigger where the template has the message that we want to send to the service provider, telling them that they have a cleaning scheduled, where it is, and so on. And then we want to create a trigger that will send that template to that service provider. So let's create the template telling the person that we need to have a cleaning. So we're going to keep this really short. The name of the template could be cleaning needed. Let's say please clean. And here we we'll insert some of the variables, like we'll use them from the drop down menu, and we'll enter the characteristics of the booking and the name of the listing and so forth, etc. So I'm not typing it out. All of that information you can find here in these variables. And then you save the template once you used all of your variables, and then you want to create the trigger that will send out that message to your service provider, your cleaner, for example. So in this case, the event that's going to trigger that message to be sent out is going to be that job that was created on your calendar. So that's a triggering event. So when that job was created in your calendar after the booking was confirmed, you want an email to be sent. You want that trigger to work for all of your properties. So whichever property is booked, you want a cleaning to happen at check-in, and you wanted to send that message to your cleaning provider X. Let's say Mr. Cleaner Jones in this case. And you want a copy of the message sent to yourself, the agency. And then you want the template to be that cleaning template that we created. And now we create that trigger. Okay, so what will happen then going forward is anytime a booking is confirmed, the first trigger is going to create the job in the calendar. And then the next trigger is going to send that message, that template, to your service provider, telling them that they have a cleaning, and it'll include all of those details that you wanted to include. That's it.